Okay, welcome back to part 3. This time we're going to start looking at moving the ball. This will probably be split up into at least 2 if not 3 parts because we need to start adding sound effects and stuff like that. So if we go to our scripts folder, sorry if I'm sounding a bit out of breath, but my COPD has been acting up quite bad recently. We'll create a new C# script called ball. Okay, now that's compiled, we'll jump back into Unity. We'll open that up in Visual Studio, and again, let's initially think, what do we need? We need the same sort of references as we did in the left paddle, so let's punch some of those in. We've got a ball speed, our reset speed, and we've also got a speed increase. So what we're going to do is every time the ball gets hit, we're going to increase the speed, so it makes it a little bit trickier. The bigger the rally, the faster the ball will move. And finally we need our rigid body. So in the start method we need to get a reference to the rigid body. So let's get that code first. Okie doke, so we'll paste that into there. Now we've got to work out how we're going to start the ball. I'm going to use a coroutine. I won't go too heavily into coroutines, but I'll just grab the code now and I'll paste it in. It's all commented and we'll have a quick look through it, so if you can give me a second. And by the amazing powers of the magic pause button, I'm back quickly. Okay, here's our coroutine. I didn't comment this bit. First thing we're going to do is we're going to set the position to 0, 0, 0. We could use just vector 3.0. That's entirely up to you. And then we're going to get a random direction in the X and Y from -1 to 2. Now, in my previous video when we was choosing random colours, I explained if we're using an integer, if we put 1, we'll only ever get -1 and 0, so that's why we've got these two. If direction equals 0, we'll just set it to direction 1. Then we get our velocity. We cancel the velocity out. We reset the ball speed. We wait 1 second, and then we get the velocity. We create a new vector 2, and we fire that off in the relevant direction based on the random range that we get from here. I hope I didn't go through that too quickly. So let's just have a quick look again. We're getting a random value for the X and Y. If the random value equals 0, we just set it to 1. We'll stop the velocity. Why we're stopping this is because we're going to need to keep respawning the ball each time. We wait for 1 second and then we spawn the ball in a random direction. So finally what we'll do is we'll call it in the start function to start with. So let's get the code for that. Okay, so we'll put that into the start. And we also need an on collision event to tell whether or not we're hitting what paddle. So again, by the magic powers of the pause button, I will be back in 30 seconds. Well, it's going to take me 30 seconds to get the code, but for you it'll be instantaneously. And as if by magic, for you older folk, you'll get that reference. For you younger folk, it was from a program called Mr. Ben when I was growing up. Here's our method that we're going to need to check for collisions for the ball, and hopefully, if I haven't missed anything out, we'll be able to send the ball back in a different direction. So we'll have a look. We've got an on collision enter because we're not using triggers. We can use GameObject.name, left paddle, so we'll make sure that we've spelt this correctly. So I will copy that just in case I haven't spelt it correctly. And then we're going to basically check here the velocity, and if our paddle's moving upwards, we're going to return the ball in a upwards diagonal direction. Else, if our velocity is below, we're going to send it in a downwards diagonal direction. And then we're going to slowly increase the ball speed by the speed increase. So fingers crossed. If we save that, jump back into Unity, we've got our left paddle. If we attach our script to the ball, we can see we've got all of our values set up here. We need to create a temporary empty game object. We'll add a box collider 2D to it. We'll move it over here. And then we'll scale this up 10. If I can scale it in the right direction. And we'll just move that over there. That should hopefully stop the ball going out. So if I now hit play, as you can see, the ball's bounced off in a random direction and it's coming back towards me. Oops. And I hit it in the wrong place, and I've just messed up and not scored a point. And again, as you can tell, I'm not very good at Pong. So let's have another look. Another go, see if I can actually hit it this time. Ah, Muppet. I bet you're loving this. I'm not. Okay. That's better. But as you can see, our paddle code is finally working. So once again, as I'm so terrible at this, I will stop playing this. But as you can see, the ball's slowly now starting to speed up again. I'm going to give it one more go because I'm using a keyboard. Oh, that fired it right out. So before we leave, we go to the bounds. And there's not a lot we can do about that. We'll try and find a fix for that in the future. But I seem to have sent the ball into infinity. Right, hope you've enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next video. Again, hit thumbs up and like. And I will catch you all later.